G'day everyone, this is Sam with the Nixon Offroad Crew. We are souping up our Jeep Wrangler again with a brand new rear bumper. We are going to be replacing out our stock plastic OEM bumper with this heavy duty steel badass of a rear bumper. Now it does take a little bit more time to take this OEM bumper off, so let's get started. We start this install under the Jeep with the inner rear plastic covers on both sides, but we have to remove 3 small screws from each. When you remove the plastic covering piece, you're going to see the exposed metal bracket here. Now the next step is to remove 4 of these bolts, the 2 in the front and the 2 in the back. Now eventually we will take the entire bracket off, but we need to remove these first 4 now to remove the OEM rear bumper. Make sure your tools are set and ready because you will be dealing with some pretty tight spaces to get these pieces off. Now simply repeat for the other side. The OEM stock rear bumper should come off relatively easy at this point. And that means we're ready to put on our new rear bumper. So we're going back under the car and we're going to go ahead now and remove this metal bracket. It's the same thing on the other side, just remove those 4 bolts. Okay, now guys, really important. Before we install the new rear bumper, it's a good idea to leave this tow hook loose because the rear bumper has 2 brackets on it and we want the bracket to slide right between here. If that does not happen, then you either have to take this off completely or you need 3 people to install the bumper. This way, we can slide this in, it's gonna hold and you only need 2 people. So make sure you leave this loose, you're gonna make life a lot easier for yourself. It is recommended that you have at least 2 people to install the rear bumper. That way you can both be screwing it on at the same time and make the whole process a whole lot easier. Last step is to tighten it all up and we're just about there. Okay, now before we tighten this thing up and we're good to go, you want to make sure you leave it just a little bit loose before you tighten it. You want to make sure your final adjustments are good. You want to make sure everything fits. This is why you need 2 people. 1 person to hold it and 1 person to tighten it as you're adjusting it to get that perfect fit. And that is about it. Now it took our expert techs about 10 minutes to do this installation. The average installation time is probably going to be around 30 minutes. Now make sure you take your time, you get those alignments and those adjustments perfectly right, have 2 people, and have a blast. Thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again.